What up, Sagittarius? This is going to be your love check-in for the first 2 weeks of September. This is for my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. To my regulars, thank you so much for being patient with me. I know that I missed last round, and that's the first time I've ever done that in years, and I announced that it was for personal reasons, so I appreciate your patience with me. I'm back on schedule now, guys. I do offer personal readings, so if you wanted to book in a session, I put all the details for that in the description box of the video. There is a very long wait for a reading with me at the moment. If you wanted to explore your options, I've put links to my affiliates Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom in the description box as well. Mystic Sense is going to offer you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 if you deposit $20 with a reader. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you wanted to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Sag, I'm going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for first 2 weeks of September. For my newbies, I say potential because I marry a law of assumption into this channel and into my readings. Therefore, my readings are really just check-in points into the current version of Saggy, the current version of your specific person, and the version of the connection that you have selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All things exist. Your desires are meant for you. You can have anyone or anything that you actually want. Everything on the outside is a reflection of your state of consciousness, the version of Sag out of the infinite that are available, and the version of the person. Therefore, in order to have a shift, you would need a shift in the state of consciousness. I encourage you guys, please, to go away and look into the law of assumption. Look at Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, look at some of the great, amazing coaches online and the stuff that I have posted, lives material, and I'm going to continue to post. And I like to teach as I read, guys. So please do take a look into it. This is just check-in and one version, one reading. Okay, all right, guys. So for Sag, the person on Sag's mind, how are they feeling about Saggy? I saw the Judgment card and the Seven of Pentacles, so some kind of a resurrection or a revival in a situation where there's groundwork that's built. There's been a lot of waiting. I just saw Three of Wands as well with the Seven of Pentacles, waiting to see how things play out. Now this person's sort of thinking out into the future, so I feel like they're invested. They're thinking how to expand, but the Judgment card's a resurrection, so something needs to be resurrected. With the Magician card and the rest, there's like unfulfilled potential here. So maybe Seven of Pentacles, foundation, but something maybe has stalled, like the effort, and I feel like this person wants to resurrect things. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay, Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands, it's been very maybe passionate, but a little bit in out, stop start. Nine of Pentacles, big focus here on career, self-sufficiency, unfulfilled potential, particularly when it comes to Ten of Cups, like the happily ever after, which is actually in the reverse. That Judgment card that I saw while I was channeling is a resurrection, and I can see now that the resurrection does have something to do with perhaps some erratic communication, possibly even like an erratic cutting away. So the Judgment card, and I'm sure it will come out, is going to be some kind of a revival type energy, or this person's hoping for that. Nine of Pentacles, some of you, this stop, start, hot, cold, I do it, guys, that anyone that follows me regularly, because I don't like labels, but this is sort of the energy that it's been potentially on this timeline or in this current moment or state of consciousness is coming across as a bit hot, cold, in, out. Because it seems to be that maybe there has been an argument or a disagreement around the future vision. Maybe someone wants to guard their independence, Nine of Pentacles, versus focusing on Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is family, right? It's the long-term vision. Or it could just be that there has been a little bit of this self-focus, and that has triggered and a little bit of this quote unquote hot, cold, in, out, and that has triggered some kind of a row. Knight of Swords. I mean, Knight of Swords also could be some rush communication coming through in September. Let me have a look. Yeah, there's been a row, or there tends to be harsh communication between you and this person around confusion and mixed feelings, or the way in which you communicate causes mixed feelings. And it could be confusion, like I said, also about, you know, the direction of this situation. Passion, no doubt, there's been between the two of you. Four of Pentacles are holding on. This person is still holding on to you, but there's a sort of this kind of withholding. They could also feel like you kind of hold back, Sag. So this could cause some erratic kind of energy between the two of you. There could also be questions around other cups, like other options, other choices, founded or unfounded. I mean, this person, Knight of Wands is in the upright, so I still feel like this person is coming back in. They're coming in hot. They're still holding on to you. Four of Pentacles. This person could be a little bit like even possessive with you, because the Seven of Cups, first and foremost, attraction and chemistry, and definitely this person could fantasize about you a lot with that Seven of Cups, but they may wonder whether or not you have other energies around you. I mean, you know, Nine of Pentacles is being single and available. So maybe they're wondering, are you exploring your options? Perhaps there's unfulfilled potential here for the Ten of Cups, but there's this confusion energy, and that's why the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, okay? Let me get more. Yeah, there's a sense of the unknown, High Priestess. Maybe you go through periods of silence if you have this erratic kind of communication or in-out. And, you know, the silence and the secrecy, this sense of the unknown, that could be triggering something in this person to want to rush in again. You know, maybe they're imagining that you might, you know, move forward or move on. They might have done the same to you, Sag. I'm not like, you know, excusing or qualifying who's right and wrong and whatever. I'm just reading the energy. And I say in all my reads, guys, I'm going to do your side of the street and decide, you know, see sort of what you want, and then I'm going to explain how you get it. This is just the current like dynamic, and the circumstances don't matter. Like I say in all my readings, law of assumption, it's irrelevant. So if there's confusion and mixed feelings, or the feeling like someone's not really choosing or committing to a Ten of Cups, you can get rid of that. You can manifest that away. Sag, you might be the one that's not sure as well, by the way. So maybe the mirror to that is someone that's confusing you, but we'll get into that on your side. Things are at a rest state. They're processing something. I really am feeling like there's erratic communication between the two of you, and things might pause. And then this, you know, there's a processing energy around things that are said, arguments, Five of Swords, tension, conflict around the way forward, Three of Wands, and then there's that Seven of Pentacles. I channeled both of them as I was shuffling. So they're still invested in you, and they are thinking about the future. This person could be very concerned about career and money, Nine of Pentacles, or they could be aware you're very focused on that as well, maybe. I mean, there's this sort of like you hold on to one another and a lot of attraction, but there's not giving everything. You know, so they're still invested though, Sag. They're sort of kind of thinking now about the future as well. High Priestess. So if there's silence, I really do feel like there was probably going to be a break in the silence, because Knight of Wands is the messenger, and Ace of Pentacles. And it seems to be, Sag, that they want to come in and they want to resurrect things and they want a new start, and they actually want success with you. So this would be about something stable and solid, like a new beginning. If there's been kind of questions around that, I feel like this person wants to win. So they may be wondering if you have other options or choices. There's a sense of the unknown. So that could be triggering something in them, you know, to shift. Because like I said, unfulfilled potential. Maybe this has been something, you know, there's been a lot of waiting to see how things play out. Maybe the focus hasn't been entirely on the connection. That might have caused some confusion or mixed feelings or erratic communication. Like that could have triggered you, Sag. Then you could have triggered them, whatever it is. And now I feel like this person, you know, they want to succeed. Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This person also, you know, there could be some kind of success coming through when it comes to career and money, and that could be changing something. I mean, Two of Pentacles. There's been back and forth between you and this person. And I also feel like there's been juggling a lot when it comes to money matters. Two of Pentacles, like work-life balance, priority has been an issue. And that could also be what's caused this erratic energy between the two of you, prioritizing the connection perhaps. Either they feel like you don't, and then I'm always getting Sag, this could be two ways, but the Seven of Cups can be like, okay, what's going on here? Are there secrets being kept? Are there other cups around? And that could be just assumptions. It could be a trigger. It could be an insecurity. It's the trigger point. But, you know, I think this is like this person wants to swoop in, and I do feel like they do want the success. Two of Pentacles can also be about weighing up options. Sag, they could be wondering, are you weighing up your options? Especially if you kind of cut this person off in some kind of way, or there's been like a tension or a row. They want a reconciliation. Look at this, Sag. Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. I feel, Sag, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, this person could feel like you're turning your back on them or something like that. Now, in the past, maybe, Sag, you felt like this person disconnected from you. This could be a ping-ponging thing because we do have that Knight of Wands. Like, this could go in, out, stop, start, hot, cold. So it could just be this kind of like back and forth thing. Now, Sag, this is one dynamic. And even on this timeline, I really do feel like this person, they want to succeed. They're thinking about the future. They want to solidify things. They want to reconcile the issues. Now, Sag, if you want a preferable version of this and you don't want to do any more back and forth, first and foremost, even on this timeline, when they come in, you would need to have different assumptions to not repeat the past. Anyone that follows me regularly will understand exactly what I'm saying here. Or anyone that's done their work in the law of assumption, like homework or looked into it, they'll understand. For those of you that are new, you know, you're manifesting all of this, guys. This is just you pushed out. They might have their own behaviors for sure, and their history, and even their fears or their whatever. Okay. They might have a history, a fear of abandonments, childhood, Eight of Cups, you know, so there's a bit of this hot, cold, maybe there's game playing between the two of you. They come in hot, then they get you, then they run because they have a fear that they'll lose you, whatever. We can Freud all day, and you'll have your side, but you selected this version of the person out of like the infinite that are available right now. They're a projection of your version, your state of consciousness. So if you want off this timeline, or you want to manifest like sustainable results, because you're still manifesting this, you're even manifesting return, then hot and cold behavior. The part of you that feels like this person's hot, hot, hot for you and loves you exists and it's consistent, and the part that feels someone's not choosing, not prioritizing, not loving you, potentially just about like, I mean, Knight of Wands can be the player if that's what you're thinking. Some of you, again, a label, but whatever, you're manifesting that too. So guys, this person wants to come back in, even if they've behaved and done, said things already before, it's still been a projection from something within you. So they still want to reconcile. So Sag, if you want this, I would say that you need to focus on the assumption that they want what I'm reading into already, it seems, but also stick to that. Because there's been some ego clashes here with the Strength card in the reverse, or there's been lack of courage to really go for it with the Fool with you, because I do feel like there's been uncertainty about the future. Some of you, you know, there's issues here like family issues. I just said that. I did the Freud thing. Okay, this person could have issues like they don't believe in the happily ever after. And so they behave some kind of a way. They kind of go hot and cold, or they have the abandonment wound. So they have fear. Maybe like this person could be fiercely independent, or maybe you come across that way, Sag, and that triggers something in them, as I said. But it's at a crossroads energy, Two of Wands, and there's been clashing, Five of Wands. Now this also could be the question around whether there's competition, right? Like jealousy issues, competition. And again, Sag, so you would have manifested that if you feel like this person is keeping their options open. It's come from you and a story around you not being enough, not worthy, not the chosen one. You know, or if this person's been non-committal, you have a story that people don't commit to you, or whatever the fucking story is, it doesn't matter. They might have the same story. People leave me. I'm not enough. So it's played out anyway in direct clashes with you and them. This could also just be that there's been other energies that have, like the connection has not been prioritized. Competing interests, whether that's finances, whether that might be friends or other people around, and it's just been at this Two of Wands. So also with the clashes and everything, it's like, a decision needs to be made on the way forward. And somehow it also feels like it's a bit risky with the Fool, and that could be because of the history that you've had, but also because of this person could feel because of their history, and I already explained, this person could have fears. Now, we don't need to give a shit about, I'm only reading for context this version that you selected, okay? We don't need to worry about them healing their abandonment wounds in their childhood, guys. For those that are new, it will make sense to you when you follow me for a while, or you also or look into states of consciousness and that everyone is you pushed out, and that if you assume that there's a version that doesn't have these issues, and we just need to understand why you selected a version of a person that might be quote unquote hot and cold, in, out, whatever. And I already identified earlier that you might have some stories, okay? So anyway, no one to change but self. So they might feel like it's a risk. On the other hand, I don't think they want to lose you, Sag. So they are coming in. They seem to want success. They also seem to want success financially. That could be something that's going on. Things feel a bit muddled. They're confused maybe a little bit about you. They might feel like you're sending them mixed signals, or you have other options. You may feel that way about them. And so maybe this is like the mirror thing, but they still want to take some kind of a risk to reconcile things, take a leap towards you, and potentially have this new start that's more stable, okay? Let's get your side of the street, and we will get the oracles, guys. That's going to give this a little bit more like depth. And then you can go away and actually just refocus your awareness, your consciousness, your thoughts that then crystallize into dominant assumptions about them in order for them to show up. If you change, Sag, they must mirror, okay? If you hold someone, if you have assumptions about a person, it's like you've assigned them a role, okay? And they're like locked into it. That's why I was saying, you've got to like decide what you want, how you want a person to show up. People are showing up in your reality like a character in your show. It's hard to kind of go over all the mechanics of the law when I do these readings, guys. So that's why I always say to you, also in between, go and read, look into it, look at coaches online. Sammy, Ingram, Dylan, James, Manifesting with Kimberly, they're all amazing. Or do some reading like Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy. Okay, so wait, the signs we have: Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Gemini. How does Sag feel about this person? I mean, I just saw the King of Pentacles, Sag. I think that you want something stable and committed. You had the Magician card in the reverse as well. Part of you feels this is like unfulfilled potential, okay? And then 8 of Cups though, and part of you feels, and then the 6 of Cups. You're getting a lot of the same cards. That's why I said I think it might be a mirroring. You're still the dominant mirror, Sag, so they must still mirror you. You're the one that's in control in every reality, so don't worry. But yes, they can be a mirror. We meet people at the state of consciousness, whatever state that we're in, and they're going to mirror back to us our stuff. And also, yes, they're not robots. They have their own stuff. But 6 of Cups and 8 of Cups, like you want to maybe walk away from this, or you want to walk away from what's not serving. But what's not serving also is maybe your own past shit or the past story that's being mirrored to you. Let's have a look. Yeah, Justice card in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Swords in the reverse. It's been very slow and steady, Sag, the Knight of Pentacles. There's been hurt feelings. You want to get past the hurt feelings. Part of you feels something's been very unfair here, and maybe you want accountability from this person. So Sag, you could be the one. You could feel like this person's kind of been playing around or not prioritizing you or something. Now there could be issues here to do with legal matters or contracts or marriage, divorce. So for some of you, there's like that's a financial thing. Like this person could be very focused on money and career because of legal matters, divorce, responsibility, something like that. But for most of you, I just feel like you think this has been out of balance. But you're still moving forward, like you've been waiting, you're still working towards something very stable with this person, or maybe hoping, but there's been hurt feelings. You want to come out of that. You're both invested. It's one of the first cards I channeled when I was shuffling. You've both been kind of waiting to see how things play out. You're both still invested. It's in the upright, but there's a wound here, and there's 5 of Wands. And it's around feeling like there's competing interests, competition, or you've had direct clashes with this person, probably around either like, are you committed or you're not committed, or am I giving more? Are you prioritizing me? Some of you, yes, there's like third party energy, but most of you, there's a wound or a clash around, I think, you know, waiting and feeling like you're maybe more invested than this person. They're slow to come to the table to give you something stable. 3 of Swords, also, you know, you could have old heartache, and that's actually more so that because that you pushed out, Sag, and I explained, you selected a version of a person, you're going to experience them through who you are being, that version of Sag who has subconscious beliefs, which then drive your thoughts, assumptions, reactions, inactions, whatever. This person, like I said, is a character in your show in this reality. So when you select a version of Sag that doesn't have a certain story that's being triggered, that person is going to mirror back that version of Sag, right? So you might have old heartache or stuff that is a wound, and this is being triggered. 9 of Wands, and there's a wall. Maybe you feel like this person puts up a wall, then you put up a wall, and there's tension. And also the assumption seems to be that, you know, you have to compete for this person's like attention, or to be a priority, or to be like maybe loved, Sag. Maybe you feel that this person, and that's coming down to a story about you. They will absolutely change if you make a dominant, if you can hold them dominantly, there is a version of them that is consistent and will show up exactly as you want them to, but you must assume it. It's an assumption, right? So you choose new thoughts, choose a new story about them, which is easier when you assume that you are loved. And of course they love you. People have always loved you. You never compete for love. You've never been hurt. I know, guys, you'll say that I'm naive who are not familiar with the law, but revision works. And like there's a timeline and a version of Sag that you would never even think or react in a certain type of a way. And a person's behavior, they would mirror a completely different story to you. You've got your guard up, 7 of Wands, Sag, you see, but this also goes round and round with the world. And then there's the 7 of Swords. You've got trust issues with this person. There's confusion, mixed feelings, and trust issues, and you feel like this goes round and round. And it's unfinished though, because the World card's like unfinished business, and you're very passionate about them, Sag, though. It goes round and round, and I mean, no shortage of passion, and maybe you want to, maybe you like that, you want to reignite the passion. Maybe you think this person is more passion than they are like dedication in some kind of way. I mean, one thing I have to say, Sag, is that with feelings, this looks confusing. 7 of Cups, maybe this person's confused by you. In fact, Sag, again, no one to change but self. If you decide, no, like, of course they love me, they're not going to show up confusing, but your energy, if you are confused, then what's happening is you're going in and out, like you're wavering between a story where a person loves you and a person doesn't love you, and you're sending that out, and then they're confused by your energy as well, guys. Like, don't even forget that even on just one timeline, like thought transmission's real energy. So their story on this timeline, their side of the street is like, God, does Sag even actually like want me? Or what if Sag leaves me? Or why is Sag being like that? I'm not excusing guys cheating and all that stuff, but please think a little bit more like broad-minded and understand this, like, you're manifesting everything, but also it's like people, then you have assumptions, then you're also sending out a vibration, and then people are going to show up, like the mirror is going to morph according to like a perspective you have, which is part of who you are, your state of being, and then they're going to react, or they're going to make assumptions from the energy you're sending out. But your assumption of their behavior is going to be like your story. I mean, maybe this person, like you, seem to be very like defensive here. Not giving you shit, Sag, but like you want to work things out. There's the Judgment card on your end. You do want a resurrection, and you've got the Strength card here. It's testing your strength, but you know, something about this also, it's like it has challenged your confidence. There has been some clashes here. This person has been back and forth because I do feel like they themselves have sort of, there's something here challenging their confidence, and they haven't felt confident in moving forward for the future in the way that maybe you had envisioned, or it's taking time, and that's due to some issues like that. They have a fear, like they've got old family shit, or a fear of abandonment, but also maybe connected to their career and finances and all of that. And then your assumption might be, this person, I can't trust them, they're hot and cold, they're not choosing me, whatever. So you want to work things out, Sag. This person still wants success with you. I reckon they're definitely swooping back in with the Knight of Wands. They're very attracted to you. You have attraction for them too. But you want to work towards 10 of Pentacles, Sag, with the future vision. You've got an 8 and a 10, and they've got a 9. They are thinking about the future, Sag. You know, between the two of you, you've got 8 and the 10, you've got the future vision, and you want to put effort in to resurrect this. You're also maybe trying to use your judgment a little bit though, because you're wondering, does this align with my 10 of Pentacles? Now, you may find that this particular version isn't aligning with your 10 of Pentacles, but I already told you, if you shift your awareness away from what's undesirable, the things that you selected out of the quantum field, and now they're showing up, the story that's playing out, the circumstances, and you shift and you select a more desirable version, then you can have it. Or maybe you're not sure anymore, but you are still invested. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. They've got 7 and 9, but they've also had Ace of Pentacles. And, you know, I feel some of them have had an improvement. Some of them want to talk to you about that. They want success. Partly they want to take a leap of faith. Partly they feel like they're going to lose you. And I said, because maybe you're doubting this a little bit. So let's just get some cards on what this person is actually coming in to offer. We've got Scorpio, sorry guys if that's been crackling, okay? Scorpio energy, Libra energy. What's this person coming in with? By the way, finances is a big thing. It's staring at me. Money problems, work, material things, success. This person may be having some kind of an upgrade, and now they're feeling more confident when they weren't so confident. And I think that they do want to step up to the plate for you. Look, intuition, that's High Priestess. You do have an intuitive bond with this person, okay? Sixth sense, psychic bond. Also, I feel like they might feel intuitively, look, third party, grass is greener, that you're going to leave them. And it says deserve better, better option, jealousy. I pointed out jealousy before. Now, this person may have done the same thing. But Sag, you are still the writer of the show. So you, in this reality, have selected maybe what showed up as you're an option, or your fears and insecurities. It may have even crystallized, or your fears and insecurities were, then you had assumptions, behaviors then ensued. And then, you know, this person was non-committal, and then you guys, you understand what I'm saying. Please go and look into manifesting away third parties, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, look at this. You know, this person is, I've said, very fearful, grass is greener, and has always been, that you're going to leave them. You have a fear that grass is greener, like they're going to go with someone else. And this is the energy that's been ping-ponging back and forth. But now we have new love and crossroads. Options, indecisive. So there's been indecisive energy. Now they're wondering, are you going to move forward or move on? So I still feel like they're going to come in, roll the dice, take a risk. I told you already with that Fool card, they might feel like it's risky, like you're going to leave them. Maybe they feel if they do fully go all in, you'll still leave them, and so they hold back. Now they feel like you're going to leave them anyway. This says take a chance. And it also says strategy. So guys, focus on what's desirable. Don't take any of this as fixed anyway. So Forget about it. All the reasoning and all the circumstances. If you want this person to be fully committed to you, absolutely. Just say, they want me, they only want me, there is no one else. Look into topics like eliminate third parties, manifest commitment, manifest specific person, conform, all that stuff. You're not trying to manipulate this version anyway. You're just selecting a new one from the infinite that are available, guys. Okay. All right, look, there's a strategy. They're coming in. This also says new beginning, and there's going to be a turning point, crossroads. So it's up to you, Sag, what you want to do with it. Okay, Sag, I hope that resonated for you. And if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please. And I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.